Um, Good Thursday practice, full pad practice. Worked a little bit of situational things that we usually don't get against our own selves. Worked a little bit of a 3-4 front for our offense today. About half the teams we'll play next year will be an odd front, and worked some 22 personnel, some heavy packages for our defense to prepare for teams like Stanford and those that play with fullbacks and heavy personnel. So good day to get those situations for us. Really excited about Saturday. We'll be in a situational scrimmage again, get some live tackling, and see where we are after week 3, practice 9. So a lot of fun there. Excited about our coaching clinic that happens tomorrow and Saturday. Not only is it for coaches, but it's for any fans that want to get a little bit behind the scenes look at what coaching is about, what's some of the things that we teach our players. Some great coaches are going to be here. Jeff Tedford, David Shaw, Kalani Sataki, coaches from the Seahawks and the Chargers. It's going to be a really, really great day, and or great 2 days, both tomorrow night and all day Saturday. Saturday's practice is open to all our Trojan family. Hope everybody will come out. It'll be a great day. Hopefully it's just like this week. It's been pretty. With that, I'll take any questions that you have.
Jordan, I see from Achille and Bubba this spring.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's really a great opportunity for YK and Bubba, as well as Isaiah and Talanoa and CJ Pollard, to be able, with Chris Hawkins leaving, that had a ton of experience, a very instinctive and smart guy, for them to get those reps and step up and compete for that job. We're 85% of the time we're a 5 DB core, and to have that level of talent there at that position right now is great. YK being the elder statesman has had a lot of reps and a lot of experience. You can see that on the field, and he's played dual positions for us. He's been a nickel, he's been a safety, so conceptually he gets the whole thing. Bubba has shown exactly what he is, what we saw in high school, a very physical, athletic talent. I look forward to seeing Isaiah get even healthier. He's been limited from contact, but to see his movement at a 6'3" body, 210 pounds, has been awful impressive. And then Talanoa walking on the field and coming, they should be in high school right now and making plays. He made 2 really very instinctive plays today that jumped out at you. I've been impressed with him. And CJ Pollard kind of reminds me of Chris Hawkins, I'll be honest with you. He just always gets everybody lined up right. He's always in the right spot and makes a play. So very solid at that position. I look forward to the continued competition and seeing how that pans out.
Jordan Iosefa wasn't practicing today. Did he get dinged up?
Bad tooth. Had a tooth abscess and had a root canal. So we took a day off for a bad tooth and make sure it doesn't get infected.
What's Jacob's situation?
He's got a knee injury, non-surgical, just rehab, and he'll be out for the rest of the spring.
Okay.
Yeah, it's severe enough that it's a multi-week rehab. So it's going to be right up against the brink of the spring game. So we're going to let it get fully healthy and bring him back for training camp.
What is it about Kanai Munga that's allowed him to come in and get first-team reps, even though he's supposed to be in high school too?
Really, right now, because of having few bodies at the position, it's a great opportunity. It's one of the reasons he came here. We've got some more young men coming in, like Malik McClain and Elijah Winston, that should help those edges too. But Kanai, what he has shown has been great burst and penetration off the ball. His first step is amazing. I mean, extremely slippery. The tackles hate going against him. He has great body control, great leverage. He kind of has that same knack that Uchenna and Porter have. He's able to dip underneath the block and drive and keep great balance and body control, and is very football smart. You don't see him bust a lot. He's really gotten in the playbook and picked it up very well. It's good to see that. It's one of the things I think Clancy's defense does. It's a very simple defense, not that it's easy, but it's a simple defense for guys to learn, pick up, and perform. So, and he's done a great job diving in the playbook and being assignment center.
After the fourth practice, T. Martin was talking about how the spring is the time for guys to take the opportunity to emerge for the fall. The fall you have 2 weeks of practices and game planning. This is 15 opportunities to emerge as a guy that can make an impact. Who are you seeing?
I said it the other day, but the two guys that are really getting a terrific opportunity right now, just because Toa is out, is Brett Nealon and Justin Dedich. And to be able to see them get out there and get those reps as a veterans out is really beneficial to us as a coaching staff. Really, good Lord's watching after us, to be honest with you, to allow us to get Toa healthy and to advance two younger players, and both of them are doing a wonderful job. The other guys continuing on the line, the guy that I was really looking forward to see is Elijah Tucker, and to see him progress. He had an unbelievable fall on our service team and was a pain in the butt to our defense. One of the reasons that I thought we were a great defensive front was the amount of quality that we put out there, and Elijah's doing a great job as well as Jalen McKenzie has jumped out at us. So it's good to see some of those young offensive linemen be able to have their opportunity, get reps after serving on our defensive service team, and now performing and doing a nice job.
Last year, Christian Rector kind of took over that Predator spot when Porter went out. Now Porter's back. So how does that kind of affect what you do with Christian?
Well, if you remember, one of the things that we did later in the season that I thought was really beneficial was based on what type of quarterback we were playing. Christian was really good on passing downs when you know it was a 2-minute segment, a third down segment, or we were playing a total passing quarterback like a Washington, maybe a Cal, maybe an Oregon State. To be able to have what we call our nickel package, and to be able to put a Christian Rector on the outside rather than a Jordan Iosefa. When you're playing a very athletic, mobile quarterback like Khalil Tate, it's very advantageous to have a Jordan or a Kanai out there, those type of body types, to be able to surf and redirect and be able to chase down an athletic quarterback. Basically, two different packages, two different personnel groupings based on the quarterback we're playing. It's one of the things that I thought Clancy was ingenious doing at the end of the season. It made us a better football team down the stretch in November, and it's something that we're continuing. So you'll actually see that package that goes in next week. We'll work it the last 2 weeks.
How different does Biggie look for this year? He just has a whole different feel about him.
His mindset, and I commended him last week on it. His mindset is so different. The way he's approaching. I think it always happens when you go into your last season. He's really taken the approach that I want to compete to be the best corner in the country. I'm not going to be comfortable. I'm not going to be stagnant. The work he put in the winter's strength and conditioning program may have been as good as anybody, and he brought up just a shut up and work mentality, and really, setting the example for some of the younger DBs, and they're extremely proud of what he's done this offseason. It's by far his best since he's been here. I'll do one more.
Thanks. What was it about Brian Ellis that made you confident about promoting him to quarterbacks coach?
There was no question in my mind after watching him perform for a year, his knowledge, and having the ability to have been a full-time coach, 2 different places, having called plays for after Jeff Brom left, his mind and his creativity. He's a guy that has your back, and I remember being a young coach. Somebody hired me when I was 23 years old as a full-time coach, and I thank Fred Goldsmith every day of my life for giving me that opportunity. Being young doesn't mean you're not good. Coach McVay can tell you that at the Rams. He is a brilliant coach that I think is going to be a star in this profession, and I'm so glad he is here. It makes my job easy.
You give me any advice about being a first-time dad?
Make mama happy. Number 1 rule of the house. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.